Batting fourth, number 13, Brianna Kressler. Batting fifth, number 26, Ashley Ventura. Batting sixth, number 1, Olivia Peterson. Batting seventh, number 2, Julia Rousseau. Batting eighth, number 12, Jacqueline Uchin. And batting 9, number 18, Judy Lafleur. No anthem, let's play ball.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to this OCAA Provincial Championship matchup between the host town Humber Hawks and the St. Clair Saints. Zach Benoit alongside Kyle Dalton to bring you this one. Kyle, game number, been treated to some very good softball so far today, and I feel like this one's going to be another good one.
Yeah, we're expecting a good one. You mentioned it. We've had some good softball so far between the first 3 games that we've seen. But this is probably the match that goes up the Hawks St. Clair Saints. Two teams that have played each other multiple times throughout the regular season. Hawks have been unsure with the most of it today, have picked up a win against St. Clair this season. They'll take a big effort today for the Humber Hawks to come away with a win against a very tough St. Clair Saints team.
Yeah, you look at the standings for the OCAA softball, and St. Clair finished second, 22-2, and Humber finishing 19-5. They dropped all 3 against St. Clair, but the last 2 they played up in Windsor. Game 1 was a very close one. It ended in St. Clair winning, but Humber had the lead in the 7th, and it was a game-tying home run by St. Clair's Sierra Baltzer that tied that one up, and St. Clair eventually won in extras. But again, it'll be a tough matchup here today. St. Clair, back-to-back national champions, and they were also last year's provincial champions for the OCAA.
And they'll go with Brianna Kressler, the 5th-year player, gets the start for game 1 of the provincial tournaments for the St. Clair Saints. Humber played yesterday, defeated Seneca to get to this position. And now they have a tough task against Brianna Kressler. 23 innings pitched on the season, a 2.43 ERA. She has been outstanding this season. But the Humber offense will look to get something going, beginning on the top half with Shea Hilpert, who will lead things off as per usual, followed by Alexis Ferreira and Reese Veloci due up here to begin this quarterfinal matchup.
It's the typical lineup we see out of the Humber Hawks. Once we get to the St. Clair sides, it's pretty much the same for their team as well. Nonetheless, Shea Hilpert will lead things off here, and we're underway for game number 4. First pitch in there for a strike.
And Hilpert would love to get on to test out this St. Clair defense early on.
Start 2-1 record and 29 strikeouts, only 7 walks, 2.43 ERA.
Actually, this season, it's going to take a good one to take down the Hawks. Like just a check swing there from Hilpert. Wanted to hold up, but ball found the bat. Got a battle here down in the count.
Last time the Saints were here at Connorvale, Kressler was on the mound against the Hawks and gave up 4 home runs, but St. Clair was still able to take that one. How it all starts with Humber, it's really how the top of the lineup goes. Usually, if they can get rolling, that's when the offense gets rolling, and Shea Hilpert, one of the best leadoff batters in the league. Big cut, though, at a high fastball. Strikeout number 1 there for Kressler.
Yeah, just behind on that one is Hilpert, but you don't mind the aggressiveness and good swings from the Hawks center fielder. And this will bring up Alexis Ferreira. a huge day yesterday. 2 home runs, including a big 3-run shot in the 6th to extend the Hawks' lead, and looking for something similar here today against a very tough St. Clair team.
And this year, Ferreira in her, we mentioned it, 5th and final year, had a great season getting on base. On base percentage over 600. And like you said, the power really displayed in the Hawks' first game of this postseason. Not chasing at that riser, so ahead here 2-0 quickly.
Good eye from Ferreira. She knows that she can wait for her pitch. Kressler's got to come to her with some big bats on deck as well.
Cut on and popped out of play.
Yeah, another good swing from Ferreira. She looked very comfortable yesterday up at the plate. Couple home runs. Got a battle here, down once again in the count.
Does a really good job staying back on the ball. Here's a pitch from Kressler. In there for a strike. Low at the knees right there. Ahead here, 1-2. For over at third base today. Low inside, working a good count here. Here comes the 2-2. Low in the dirt, excuse me, it was a 3-2 pitch, so Ferreira will reach, and then I'll bring up Reese Valachi.
Some good at-bats from, or excuse me, good pitches taken from Ferreira. Fouled off a few tough pitches from Kressler. And now Kressler will have to face Valachi with a Ferreira at first with good speed. We'll see if Ferreira decides to go. Have an eye on catcher Ashley Ventura. She's got a good arm behind the plate as well.
And we saw all day yesterday in that first game against Seneca, Reese was hitting the ball hard all over the field, just couldn't really find anywhere for it to drop. A lot of it was right to the outfielders or hard contact on a line to in the infield. So try to advance the runner here. Watches strike 2 go by so quickly ahead. Kressler 0-2.
Yeah, a little bit of a high strike there. Kressler gets the call. Valachi wasn't a fan of that one, but like you said, down in the count, got a battle here. Try to put a ball in play. Let the defense work.
Big cut there, goes down swinging.
Batting fourth for Humber, number 15.
Hawks just a tad behind right now on that fastball, that riser from Kressler. So it's up to DeVries now. In left field as per usual today.
Big bat back in the 4 spot. She made her return to the lineup in the first game of the postseason. Back in that same spot here today. Watches a strike 1 go by, and already early we're seeing Kressler just establish a strike zone.
Yeah, she's just putting it in there. Picking up early strikes, getting ahead of these Hawks, and that's what she needs to do to have success.
Chases a breaker low. Yeah, so I think the first off speed we've seen thrown from Kressler so far. It's been a lot of fastballs and a lot of risers.
Yeah, DeVries really gave out on that pitch looking for the fastball. Good cross up from Kressler, now ahead again, 0-2.
Here's the pitch to DeVries. Low in the dirt. Great takeoff to second from Ferreira. Stolen base for her. Runner in scoring position here for the Hawks with their best RBI machine. Led the team with 33 this year. Second in the OCAA, only behind Brianna Kressler. Here's a pitch. Skied. Count going here, 1-2.
DeVries just behind on this one. Some space up the middle if she can find it and get it past Kressler. Lead to a run.
Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt again. So evened up here, 2-2. DeVries working a good count here. Went down early and has been fighting. And this is what we typically see out of the Humber Hawks lineup. They get into counts and they work at bats. Let's see if Riley DeVries can work this at bat in her favor. Here's the delivery and pitch. popped up right behind us out of play, so we'll do it all over again.
Just a good at bat, battling off some tough pitches. Saw one down below on the breaking ball that she fouled off this riser. Got to fight here.
Trying to help her squad here. Get out ahead early. 2-2. In the dirt. Ferreira very aggressive on the base path, so full count now to the Hawks slugger. Kressler gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit to third. Taking on a hop. Grondin over to Uchin in time. So the walk does not come around to score, and the Hawks strand one at second.
Yeah, just a good play there from Reese. Grounded, taking her time, and making the throw over to first to put out DeVries. So the Hawks thread with a base hit, or with a walk and a stolen base from Ferreira, but it's really the strikeouts, the difference in that inning. From Brianna Kressler gets Shea Hilpert swinging to begin the game, and then a big one here on Reese Valachi.
A nice spot on that outside corner. And we talked about the Hawks and their awards that they've won. Well, we'll look over at St. Clair really quick. Amy Clayton, the fifth-year player, won the softball batting title this year. And then there's also a lot of all-stars. The first-team all-stars, you look at Sierra Baltzer, Brianna Kressler, Shaylin Murphy, and Ashley Ventura were all first-team all-stars. Second-team all-stars, McKenna Copley, Jacqueline Uchin, and Judy LaFleur. But for Humber, you look here. Pitcher of the year, rookie of the year, Shade Hansen on the mound.
And Hansen on the mound. She didn't start yesterday against Seneca. Ended up coming in once Megan Muir ran into a little bit of trouble, and I think the game plan was for Dwayne Bowles and the Humber Hawks coaching staff was to save Shade Hansen for this game against St. Clair. They somewhat did that, protected her for about 3 or 4 innings. But now she gets to start here, fresh beginning against the St. Clair squad, who she's had success with against as well. They have hit her at times throughout the season, but for the most part, Hansen has taken care of the St. Clair team, and she'll have to have another good performance here today to give the Hawks a win and move on to the second round.
And the toughest part of this St. Clair lineup is the top half of the lineup. The top 4 to 5 hitters have had insane years. You look at, it all starts right here with Shaylin Murphy at a leadoff spot, a .505 batting average. Not chasing after that first pitch, but in there for strike one.
Yeah, starts her off with the off speed, and that's probably what you're going to have to do to some of these St. Clair hitters. They're good fastball and riser hitters. If they lay off on the riser, they can sit back on that pitch.
Try to go with an off speed up high and missed, didn't break low enough into the zone.
Yeah, a couple off speed pitches to begin the day for Hansen.
1-1 here to Murphy. Big cut at a fastball. Ahead here is Hansen, 1-2.
And you like that mix, couple off speed, then blow the fastball back. Now you got Murphy thinking here what's coming.
Offense for St. Clair, well, it's the best in the year. Here goes the 1-2 from Hansen. Ground ball hit. Gets past a diving Russo in there for a base hit. And that'll bring up Sierra Baltzer, the center fielder.
Yeah, they tried to go back to the fastball down below, but a good piece of hitting from Murphy shows off why she's hitting .505 on the season. The single to begin the game, and
second for St. Clair, number 16,
she's got some speed as
Sierra
well.
Baltzer.
7 on the season, 7 stolen bases, good for 3rd on the team. And that'll bring up Sierra Baltzer, who's had a great year as well.
Yeah, very dangerous hitter in the St. Clair lineup. Dominant hitter in that 2 spot. 6 home runs, 31 RBIs, .506 average, and partner, get this, a 1.039 slugging. Those numbers are pretty elite, if you ask me.
Yeah, one of the best in the province. And she's got a chance here with Murphy at first to get things going for the Saints.
Talked about Gracie Hearn's last game winning the MVP. Well, you got to think Baltzer was up there getting some MVP votes. Behind here, 0-1, not chasing the riser. Even up here, 1-1. Low inside, not chasing.
That's another good at bat. We saw Murphy have a good one as well and then come up with a base hit. Hansen having to work early on.
Gets out of front of that off speed, fouls it on back, evened up here 2-2. Yeah, we talk about the St. Clair offense. I mean, they've been driving the ball in all year long. Baltzer, 43 runs scored. When she gets on base, she gets around them fast. A lot of speed. 2-2 here from Hansen. In there, strike 3. Gets her down looking.
A great spot from Hansen. Goes with a breaking ball, just a pitch before that, then runs the fastball inside, catches the inside corner, and Hansen picks up her first strikeout. A good look here against Baltzer, who was not thinking they were coming inside, and catches the inside corner. Good pitch.
Great spot to put it. Now Amy Clayton, the batting champion on the year. When you talk about ridiculous averages, Amy Clayton, 551. Getting on base, hitting almost over half the time she comes up to the plate. She also pitched this year. Was dominant there, 7-0 record. But if we're just looking at the bat, 4 home runs, 31 RBIs. And 43 hits for number 55. Inside, that looks like that breaker didn't cross over the plate, just missing.
I think Hansen wanted that one, felt that one caught the plate.
Good off speed though, very, very much tricked Clayton.
She's gonna have to utilize that off speed throughout the game, especially with these good fastball hitters.
Goes back with a fastball in the inner half there, is fouled on back. 1-2.
Hansen, she can blow it by these St. Clair Saints hitters, but you have to utilize that breaking ball to get it in the heads of these hitters. Allow that fastball to be effective.
Here's a pitch to Clayton. Ground ball hit to Ferreira. She's going to take it on a hop, throw across the diamond. Going to be in time, so Murphy advances to second on the ground out. And it'll bring up, again, another very dangerous hitter and the starting pitcher today, Brianna Kressler.
Yeah, it's a nice play, though, by Ferreira on third. Knew she had time with Clayton running and came up with a strong throw. Always money out there at third. And you said it, Brianna Kressler, who great pitcher herself, but also a great hitter. 473 average on the season, 45 RBIs, which led her team. And it's mainly because she's in the spot right now in a position to give her some success and drive runs in.
Not only did it lead her team, it led the OCAA with RBIs, 45. Nobody else eclipsed the 40 mark. Last year in her first year as a Saint, 51. Ground ball hit up the middle. Dive in. Kept on the infield, going home, play at the plate. Not going to be in time. That's just heads up base running right there by Shaylin Murphy. This top part of the lineup for St. Clair, amazing speed. And it shows off there once more.
Which is a heck of a play at short by Veloci, but never breaking stride was Shaylin Murphy. Thought maybe she would hold up after the ball stayed in the infield. Saints bring her around, and Murphy, just great speed, showing it off, and that's how you manage up an early run without a base hit.
I was going to say, I guess that goes out as a RBI for Kressler. Again, heads up play, heads up base running, and it'll bring up the backstop here, Ashley Ventura.
And it's Murphy who just creates that all on her own with her speed.
Ventura named to the All-Rookies team. Also, I believe, named to All-Stars. Just double check in here. Nope, excuse me, it was Judy LaFleur. That was the second team All-Star. Grounder hit up the middle to Veloci. Throw across in time. So one run comes across there on some nice base running from Shaylin Murphy, and the Saints take a 1-0 lead headed to the second.
Yeah, just heads up base running
put a little bit of pressure back onto St. Clair. Michaela Tuck stepping up. Fantastic bat for the Hawks. She's always done a good job getting on base. Had 2 big hits in the game yesterday. One to right field, which it really could have flown over the wall if there was a little bit more wind, but bounces right off the mid part of that right field fence.
Yeah, looking to keep her hot postseason going and be a perfect spot starting off in the top of the second.
Watching a first pitch go by for a ball, and that's also something Tuck does really, really well. Walks a lot, doesn't strike out that much. She knows her strike zone, knows the ump zone. Always tries to get on base. Big cut right there at a fastball, just a tick behind it though.
Yeah, big swing there. She was thinking extra bases. Maybe even trying to tie up this game in one swing.
One count. Big fly to left field. It's going back. It's deep. It's gone. Michaela Tuck ties it up at 1 apiece, hitting it to deep left center field.
And her first home run of the season, Zach, and she saves it for the most important time. The swing just before that looked like she wanted to tie the game, and she did it on the very next pitch. A boom shot, solo home run, and just like that, we are tied.
I joked around with her yesterday saying you got to do a couple more push-ups to get the ball over the fence. Well, partner, looks like she did. Looks like she did a couple push-ups after the game.
And you can just tell the way she was up there, that first swing looked like she wanted to tie the game.
Yeah,
and
it doesn't get easier here. Hannah Koziolek, somebody that enjoyed a nice plus power season this year. Had 4 home runs, her most in a season, and she's big cutting here early on.
And that power coming alive for the Hawks in these first 2 games.
Off speed catching the outside half, and yeah, you're right there. Big fly to tie things up here at 1 apiece. Koziolek gets underneath it, pop up, Uchin under it, she'll make the catch.
Batting 7th for Humber, number 20, Amelia Russo.
Bring up Hawks second baseman Amelia Russo, who enjoyed a nice second year as a Hawk. Started the season off slow, was out of a couple games due to injuries, but made her bat known when she came back. Partway through the season, she actually had a home run, but it was a Conseco partner. This time we'll sky it to left field. Baltzer calling everybody off, and she'll take command and get out number 2.
Yeah, it looked like Julia Brusso was under in left field. She's going to make the play, and then coming out of nowhere, Baltzer got to give way to the center fielder, and that's what she does.
Yeah, the center fielder, that's their job. Take command, and that's exactly what Baltzer did out there, calling off Judy LaFleur. Now the Hawks, first baseman, Melissa Honfeld. Not chasing the high riser there. Honfeld hit her first career home run all the way back in that first matchup against St. Clair off of Brianna Kressler.
Here Honfeld right now just trying to find a way to get on base, bring up the number 9 hitter Muir, and create something with 2 outs.
Keep trying to pass the torch, but this one popped to shortstop. Murphy takes it. It's caught. That will retire the side, but the backstop for Humber, Michaela Tuck, takes a ball to the pull side, left center gap, and ties us up at 1 apiece.
So Shane Hansen coming back out to her second inning of work. And it was A little bit of a struggle for Hanson in the first inning. Picked up a strikeout, but gave up a run on an infield single and a nice individual effort from Shaylin Murphy.
One more look here at Michaela Tuck's home run. Gets the pitch she wants and just crushes it to left field.
Yeah, that one just up in the zone. And I think Kressler knew it right away, right when she left that pitch up. Tuck didn't miss it. And drove that pitch to left center and ties this game up at 1. And now the Saints offense goes back to work looking to get that run back.
One more look at it right here, and let's see how far it cleared over the wall. That's pretty good distance, pretty good. So Olivia Peterson, second baseman, will step up for her first at-bat of the day. It'll be Peterson, Brusso, then Uchin. Peterson batted .333 on the year. 1 home run, 1 triple, 5 doubles, and 11 RBIs. Pitch on the inner half there. And looking early on, Shade Hanson is hitting her spots, hitting those corners. And that's how you know she's at her best, when she's locating like that. 2 very good pitches. Missing low inside this time.
You don't mind that from Hanson. Just try to attack that strike zone. And your team just tied the game for you. Got to put up a 0.
Big momentum inning right here. Pearson, ground ball to Valachi. Throw across the diamond, in time for out number 1.
Nice play from Valachi. We know how good she is out there on short. Gets a nice hop and takes her time, makes a strong throw. And a good start for Hanson through 1 out here in the second.
Julia Brusso now steps up to the dish. .414 batting average on the year. Had herself a good season. Mainstay over there in left field for the St. Clair Saints. Bottom half of the order here for the Saints, trying to flip it back over to the top. Brusso out in front of that one. So quickly ahead here is Hanson, 0-2.
Looks like she caught that one at the top of the foot.
And those sting a little bit, especially in the cold weather. That's not fun.
Yeah, Brusso only in 14 games this season, 29 at-bats, but she's really taking advantage of the opportunity, a .414 average whenever she's been at the plate.
Not chasing the low pitch there. So 1-2 goes the count. Yeah, and you see what she's been able to do. .414 average, .455 on base. So almost getting on base half the time she comes up. Another one low and inside.
Battling here from 0-2 back to even now. Hanson trying to win this battle with the number 7 hitter, Brusso.
Hanson gets her sign and the delivery. Chasing that one, but bounces away to the backstop. So it'll be a drop third strike. Brusso will get on base.
Yeah, tough one there. Hanson makes a good pitch. As Tuck just tried to backhand it, rolled over her glove and couldn't corral it. Once he gets away from her, it's unlikely that she'll be able to make the throw as Brusso reaches on the strikeout.
First pitch to Uchin, high, missing for a ball, and Jacqueline Uchin, mainstay over there at first in her 4th year. Had a pretty good season, batting .367, and on base just under 400. She'll watch one inside, so she's quickly ahead here, 2-0. No home runs, but 17 RBIs. It's 22 hits for the St. Clair first baseman. Pitch from Hanson. Missing high again. Looks like that off speed just not dropping in.
And that's a big turn of events. You know, Zach, you get a strikeout, could be 2 outs. And now runner reaches on that. Now you have a 3-0 count here.
3-0,
number 8
yeah,
hitter.
exactly. 3-0 to the number 8. You have 9 on deck, and the top is peering around. There's strike 1. Way to come back there with the riser. And you don't want to give the top of the order runners on base. This inning could have been very different. You look at what's happened. The drop third strike that gets by. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Hit to first. Throw to second in time. Back on to first. Double play. Nice play by the Hawks to get on out of it. Melissa Honfeld. Nice play to throw over to second and makes a fantastic stretch to finish off that double play.
A big double play. You talked about that. The top of the lineup looming for the Saints. Hard hit ball to Honfeld. Takes the route to go to second and then smartly gets back to her base. And with the stretch after a nice throw from Reese Balachi. And the Hawks get out of that after the drop third strike. Could have been something bad for Humber. But a nice double play turned by Honfeld. So we'll have another look at the really nice play from Melissa Honfeld. A nice hard hit ball from Uchin over to the right side.
Yeah, not only a good play and heads up play to throw to second, but look at the end of this play, the stretch that Melissa Honfeld has. Look at that. That hurts me to watch.
Very nice play from Honfeld.
And you can see Shade Hansen, big smile on her face. Her defense has her back. And again, huge because you leave the number 9 hitter on deck with the top of the order looming, and they already struck once. Now bring up Megan Muir, who in her 5th and final year as a Humber Hawk, she has performed very, very well. We saw her pitch yesterday, a little bit of a struggle, but really doesn't do justice to how well she's played. Bunts this one right back to Kressler. The throw to first will be in time. Collision, but out is recorded.
Yeah, that bunt just going right back to Kressler. Ideally, if you can get that just to the left, try to get one of the corner infielders to make the play, you have a better chance to making it there, but that'll bring up Hilpert with one away.
Shea Hilpert struck out swinging her last time up. It was a fastball that she was just a little bit behind. Squares around a bump, but pulls it back in time. Her second year as a Hawk wasn't that bad. 393 average, 441 on base, and a 417 slugging. Oh yeah, and she also stole 16 bigs. So a really good season from Hilpert. Not chasing that high one. And again, I said it at the start of the game, I'll say it here again. When this offense is rolling, it's when Shea Hilpert is getting on base and just causing havoc for pitchers. Ahead here, 2-0. Kressler gets her sign. Here's the delivery. Little slapper, hit and popped to Shaylin Murphy for out number 2.
Yeah, a couple fastballs to Hilpert and then a nice pitch there from Kressler. Just got Hilpert in front of it, and quickly 2 outs here for the St. Clair Saints for Ferreira, who walked and got stranded at second in her first at-bat.
We saw the power numbers come out for Ferreira in the first game, and again drew a walk in her first at-bat, this time swinging at a riser, but a tick behind for strike 1.
Yeah, she had some good swings in her first at-bat, fouling those back.
36 hits in the season, most she's had in a season in her career. Pop fly hit back at the fence, and just lands in front of some fans right behind us. She's had a phenomenal tenure as a Humber Hawk. Big fly and to the shortstop once again. Murphy under it, makes the catch, and 3 up, 3 down go the Hawks, so a good answer back for Brianna Kressler.
Yeah, especially after the home run from Tuck last inning. Since then, she's settled down 6 in a row, and 5 of them on lazy pop-ups. So right now, it's the pitcher's duel that we thought we were going to see. A home run and then a run in the first for the Saints, but still 1-1. Jade Hansen back on the mound for her 3rd inning of work.
And it'll be the bottom and the top. We'll go Judy LaFleur to lead things off, Shaylin Murphy, and then Sierra Baltzer. If you're Shade Hansen, just go out there and keep doing what you've been doing all year. She's pitched dominant throughout the OCAA, and well, now just got to try to continue it right here.
Like you said, Zach, the number 9 hitter starting things off, LaFleur. And it's a big at-bat here because if you're Hansen, you don't want LaFleur, the number 9 hitter, reaching with the top of the lineup looming on deck.
Batting for St. Clair.
So big at-bat here for both sides.
Judy LaFleur.
Yeah, and you can't really give yourself a break at all because, again, the top 4 for the St. Clair's team, the offense they've provided, it's been quite immaculate. Almost all of them have over 30 RBIs. Saints scored 231 runs this season. If I'm doing my math correctly, almost over 100 of the runs coming off the top 4 batters in this lineup. LaFleur fouls that one off and evens us up here at 1-1.
And even LaFleur, their number 9 hitter, she is a threat herself. 393 average, just under 400 on the season with 24 hits. So even though she's at the bottom, she's still a threat to get on base.
Here's the pitch to LaFleur. Just missing the outside half. And yeah, so the total number, so 231 runs scored by St. Clair. Partner, 136 of them scored by the top 4 batters in the lineup: Shaylin Murphy, Sierra Balzer, Amy Clayton, and Brianna Kressler. And that just shows how good this lineup is. LaFleur here, though, trying to get on base for them behind her. Up and ahead of the count, now 3-1. Like you said, a 393 average, 456 on base percentage. This lineup gets on base. They draw out long at-bats, and we'll see if LaFleur can get on base for her squad. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 2. Nice spot by Shade Hansen.
Now you figured LaFleur was going to take at least one. Now it's full. Going to be swinging away. See where Hansen goes.
Full count pitch. Just missing the outer half, so leadoff walk and could be dangerous. Shaylin Murphy stepping back up. She singled to lead off the game. Murphy, we mentioned the stats already, but 46 hits, most on her squad. First pitch off speed in there for strike 1.
If you're Michaela Tuck behind the plate, you got to be worried about LaFleur at first. Got 10 stolen bases on the season, which is tied with Balzer for the lead on the team. She's going to be a threat here to run. Try to get herself in scoring position on her own.
Bunts this down the third base line. Ferreira wisely lets it roll foul, so quickly down 0-2 here.
Yeah, nice play by Ferreira. Even if she comes up with that, this speedy Murphy probably beats that out. Now you got 2 strikes you can hold back if you're Ferreira.
You can hear the noise coming from our right here, partner. St. Clair trying to make some havoc for Shade Hansen. Here's the 0-2. Pulled foul once again. Staying alive here is Murphy. One of the best at getting on base in the OCAA, one of the best leadoff batters we've seen. She's fighting here, 0-2. Big cut at the riser for strike 3.
A huge strikeout for Hansen, picks up number 3, and it's a big one on Murphy, and you said it, the riser at a perfect spot. Starts up in the middle of the plate, then goes up, and you can see Murphy couldn't hold back.
Yeah, frustrated chasing that one, and then bring up Sierra Balzer. Struck out looking her last time up. Not chasing the high pitch, that one.
Surprised to see LaFleur still at first. Maybe just allowing the top of the lineup to swing away.
Ahead on the count here, 1-0. Ground ball hit through the hole on the left side for a base hit. And Balter makes her impact known in this game with her first hit of the ball game. Talking about some of the stats, and on the season, again, Balter had a 1.039 slugging percentage, and that was best OCAA wide, so one of the best power hitters in the league. She demonstrated that with 6 home runs. And right behind her, Amy Clayton, 4 home runs of her own. Big cut at a fastball for strike 1.
Yeah, attacking power versus power. Hanson and Clayton. Ferreira's got to be wary at third. Hot shot last time she was at the plate.
Going to be hard to double up anybody on the bases here. Good speed on second and first. Here's the 0-1 to Clayton, chasing another high fastball for strike 2.
And just Hanson not messing around, attacking, not being scared of the power that Clayton has. See where they go here after 2 risers, blowing it by Clayton.
Ahead here, 0-2. Here's the pitch from Hanson. Went higher. Both runners take off and no throw over, so 2 runners in scoring position. This is where it gets a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, that's not something you can have right now if you're Humber. First and second, a ground ball would have probably got you out of the inning. Now you need a big strikeout as the defense plays back and will give up a run for an out.
1-2. Fouled on back, staying alive is 55.
And you can see Hanson, she wants that strikeout. She knows how big it is. If she can get Clayton here swinging, and you just have Kressler to deal with. You don't have to worry about the runners.
This is a big out to get if they can get it. Hanson ahead in the count, 1-2 against a dangerous hitter, the batting champion. Here's the pitch. Not chasing the low one. Great block behind the plate by Michaela Tuck. Evened up 2-2.
That's big. Got to keep the ball in front of you. Good mechanics there from Tuck. So they just went down low. Zach will see if they go back to that riser that's had Clayton swinging multiple times in this at-bat.
Here goes the 2-2 pitch from Hanson. Not chasing the high heat.
Give credit to Clayton. That's a good eye. Tough to lay that one off.
It was a riser that Clayton didn't bite at, so now the count is full. You have a dangerous hitter on deck. Here's the full count pitch. Fouled on back, and what an at-bat right here from Amy Clayton.
And like I said, it's just power versus power. Who's going to win it? Who wants it more? And Clayton staying alive with a couple good takes and a couple foul-offs off of the big riser from Hanson.
Big moments right here in the ball game. 3-2 pitch. 2 runners on, a base open. Here's the pitch from Hanson. Shot into left field. It's gone. Amy Clayton works the at-bat and hits a 3-run homer to left field.
And that's why she's one of the best power hitters in the OCAA. And Zach, that was not just a home run, that was a line drive home run that just went over the wall.
Yeah, hit on an absolute line. Sometimes you just got to tip your cap. I mean, made a good pitch. Made good pitches all at bat long was Hanson, but Clayton shows why she had a .559 batting average and why she took home the honors of the batting champion.
Clair, number 13,
And just one that they wanted to come up again on Clayton. This one stayed down. And Clayton did not miss it. A line drive home run. At first, off the bat, we knew it was hit well, but potentially a one hop off the wall. It just kept going. And the line drive went right over the fence after a big swing there from Kressler.
And now you got to ask, how are you going to answer back Shade Hanson? The big fly happens right there, and again, it's the top part of this order that's been so deadly all year long. Breaking ball that stays low right there. Trying to get out of the inning here. 1 out. Bottom half of the third. St. Clair has erupted to a 4-1 lead off a big fly from Amy Clayton. Kressler fouls this one off over to the right side. Showing why this team won nationals back-to-back years, why they are currently the reigning defending provincial champions here in the OCAA. 1-2 count. Hits down the right field line, but foul.
And they finished in second place, Zach, and like you mentioned before, in the OCAA, so maybe a little bit of a chip on their shoulder as well, not finishing first in the standings in the regular season. They know and they think to themselves they are the best team in the OCAA, and showing it off here.
Ground ball hit to Russo. Throw over to first in time. Kressler retired, and yeah, you're right about that, partner. The Durham Lords, I believe it was, they ended a 43-game win streak that St. Clair had, dating all the way back to, I want to say, the 2021 season. Good answer back right there by Shade Hansen to get a dangerous Kressler to ground out. Now 2 outs here and facing the backstop. Ashley Ventura, who grounded out to Valachi back in the first inning. She'll watch one go by for strike 1. Second pitch in there at the knees. Hansen starting to deal a little bit. Quickly ahead here, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Inside, and she pulled it. I mean, if she didn't go around, most likely would have been on base, hit by pitch, but I'm actually quite amazed. I don't know how she hit
one
that.
Drove
wow.
Way inside. Heads up over there on that Humber bench, but Hansen's still ahead. Chance to get out of the inning.
We'll do it again. 0-2. Here's the pitch. Chasing a low breaker. Throw down to first in time. Another strikeout for Shade Hansen. But the St. Clair Saints take a 3-run lead off of a big fly from their designated player, Amy Clayton, the batting champion. We'll take another look at it right here. And you're right. It looked like they wanted to go outside, and the ball drifted back in. Clayton just clobbered it.
Yeah, Hansen just missing her spot. Got to stay on the outside. Ball comes in. It's a line drive shot over the fence. And Clayton makes her way to the plate. The difference so far in the game, a big 3-run shot.
Shows why this team, again, they've been so dominant. And now, your Humber Hawks, how are you going to respond? That's the main question here. Reese Valachi, Riley DeVries, and Michaela Tuck. The 3 due up here in the the top half of the 4th. This game just moving along.
So Brianna Kressler back out for her 4th inning of work, and she'll face off against 3, 4, 5 in this Hawks lineup, and starting things off with the shortstop, Reese Valachi.
And it all starts here with Reese trying to get on and start things off right for the Hawks. Struck out Swin after a nice riser from Kressler.
Got to get something going for the Hawks after giving up 3 in the home half of the 3rd.
The answer back here is huge for the Hawks. Veloci, big cut. Fouls it off. chasing the off speed there. Kressler locked in right now, has all her pitches working on all quadrants of the plate. Not chasing that one.
Yeah, good hold up from Reese. Gotta wait for yours. And got a battle here. 0-2 trying to come all the way back.
Named to the all-rookie team was Reese Valachi. High inside, not going around on that one, so evened up here, 2-2.
Yeah, good battle. Fought off one earlier and then takes that one. Good battle up here against Kressler.
Here's 2-2. Outside, missing. And you can see Kressler, she wanted that call, but not going her way.
Yeah, she'd say, what? I don't think she was too happy with that one. And we saw a couple close ones as well with Hansen in the previous inning.
So full count here to Veloci. Fouled on back, staying alive.
Trying to win the battle.
Here's the full count to the Hawk shortstop. High outside, ball 4.
What an at-bat from Veloci. That's how you respond. As Kressler still not happy after that call she thought she had. But from 0-2 all the way back, draws the walk. And now you have Riley DeVries up at the plate with a chance to do some damage.
And we know DeVries can destroy baseballs, but right here, just get on base, keep passing the torch down. The deficit currently 3. DeVries, though, she's been hitting the ball hard all year long, homered in the first game of the postseason, not chasing that high one. She had a home run to dead center field in game number 1. Low inside, catch the corner, throw to first. Nice block right there from Uchin. Keep that ball in the infield. If it got past her, could have been extra bases right there for Veloci.
Yeah, at that point, you just got to put your body in front of it, do anything you can to keep it inside the infield.
1-1 count here for the Hawks slugger. Not chasing the riser again, so ahead here, 2-1.
And if the Hawks can continue to lay off on that high riser, it's going to be tough for Kressler to have success. That's where she dominates usually.
Leans in, gets her pitch. Here's the delivery. Outside, 3-1. See the frustrations right now from Kressler.
Yeah, especially after that pitch in the last at-bat. It's really been shown throughout this at-bat against DeVries. And if you're Riley DeVries, you got to be careful here. A little bit through the zone is Kressler.
Make her come to your zone. 3-1 pitch. DeVries hammers that. It looked like the riser again. Possibly if she lays off, that might be ball 4. But no, nonetheless, we're full count now.
A 3-1 count there. You don't mind that big swing. But yeah, 3-2, got a battle. Got to swing at anything close.
Kressler leans in. Gets her sign, and here's the delivery. Ball hit up the middle. Throw over to second for 1, to first, in time for a double play. Nice play by the Saints infield to minuscule any kind of damage. DeVries hammered that ball right to the second baseman.
Yeah, Peterson with a nice play, and over to Murphy with a nice turn. Throw a little bit in the dirt, but a nice scoop by Uchin.
Yeah,
and that just really takes away the momentum that the Hawks were trying to build in this inning.
And tip your cap to the defensive play, Shaylin Murphy. Fantastic hands over there at shortstop, and then, like you said, Jacqueline Uchin makes a fantastic, pick out of the dirt right there.
Yeah, just kind of deflates, not really deflates, but takes a little bit of the momentum away from what could have been a bigger inning. But see if the Hawks can get something going with Tuck here with 2 down.
Michaela Tuck took Kressler deep last time up. This time big swinging again, even up 1-1. Tuck again, usually prone to just kind of passing on the candle and getting on base for her squad. Does a good job of that. Out in front of that off speed.
Yeah, she knows Tuck is being aggressive right now on that fastball, and a really nice pitch from Kressler crossing Tuck up.
Here comes the pitch. Skied, but foul down that right field line. Ground ball hit up the middle. Oh, nice grab by Murphy. Throw to first in time. And again, Shaylin Murphy taking over on defense here. Another good throw to get out number 3. What? Out to shortstop her last time up. First pitch here from Hansen. Fouled on to the backstop. Own 1 pitch. Ground ball hit to Ferreira. Taking on a hop, throw across, in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah, money over there from Ferreira, taking her time. That's a big out for Hansen after, you know, your team threatened a little bit, but got caught up with some good defensive play from the Saints in the other half of the inning. Try to get your offense back in the dugout quickly.
It would be a big answer back here, especially. Julia Brusso now steps up. Last time, Brusso reached via drop third strike, had a good at-bat and really worked a count. Big cut of the fastball there, back, but a tick behind it.
Yeah, she was part of the double up there from Melissa Hanfeld to end the inning after the nice play.
Cut at that one high and out of play for strike 2.
Hansen has done a good job at controlling this bottom half of the Saints lineup.
Ground ball hit up the middle. Veloci takes it, throw to first in time. 2 up, 2 down on some soft contact.
The only hits in the game so far against Hansen have come from the top 4 hitters, and you mentioned earlier in the game, Zach, just how deep the 4 hitters are.
136 RBIs between 4 batters.
And Hansen has done her part in controlling the bottom of the lineup.
Uchin steps up now. She grounded to a double play her last time up. Pulled that one foul. 4th-year player and pretty much a staple over there at first for St. Clair. We've already seen her make a couple nice picks in the dirt. Low at the knees, but missing. Not going to bite at it. Here's the pitch from Hansen. Uchin not chasing it, but breaks down just enough inside the zone. So behind in the count here, 1-2.
Chance to get the offense back in the dugout. One pitch away for Hansen, who's looking for another strikeout.
Gets her sign. Here's the delivery. Skied into left field. DeVries has a read on it. She'll take it, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the bottom half of the order for the Saints. And Humber will try to answer back here, still facing a 3-run deficit.
And that's what you like to see after Hansen gave up 3 runs off the 3-run home run from Amy Klein. Last inning, she comes back and responds with a quick 1-2-3. A couple ground outs and a flyout just now. Get the offense back in the dugout and give your team a chance to come back in this game.
It'll be Hannah Koziolik, Amelia Russo, and Melissa Hanfeld. The 3 due up here. And look at the day so far for Brianna Kressler. Well, she's really held this offense in check. I believe it's only been 3 runners that have reached, 1 each inning. There was a walk to Alexis Ferrer in the first, a homer to Michaela Tuck in the second, and Reese Balachi reached via a walk in last inning.
Well, she's faced the minimum in her last 2 innings, so she settled down after the first inning, like you mentioned, the walk to Ferreira, who reached the second, and then the solo shot from Michaela Tuck, but nothing doing on the offense other than that. So we'll see if Koziolik can change the tide and get something going here against Kressler.
And Hannah Koziolik coming up. Like you said, she's had a really good final campaign as Umberhawk. We've been highlighting it all year long. Most stolen bases in a season she's ever had, most home runs she's ever had in a season. Season's come along nicely for Cozy, and she'll swing at that one. Be behind now 0-1. Here's a pitch from Kressler. Outside, count even up here, 1-1. Kressler gets her sign. Here's the delivery. Out in front of it there. Another good off-speed out of the hand of Brianna Kressler. And we've seen a bunch of those so far today. Has had these Humber Hawks off balance.
Yeah, Koziolik just getting everything from Kressler. First pitch was a fastball that she was way behind on, and then this one, the off-speed. She's caught out in front as.
Quick little ball change here. Never hurt nobody. So 1-2 count here to the Hawks right fielder. Trying to get on base, lead things off on the good note. Watches that one high and away, evened up 2-2. Here comes a 2-2 to Koziolik. Ground ball hit. Nice play by Kressler. Throw over to first in time. And just showing, we saw Chantel Tripp do it in the Mohawk game. Nice plays off the mound. Brianna Kressler, she does it as well. And you know what I love to say, pitchers, oh, they're athletes too.
Yeah, she makes a nice play there. And had Murphy behind her as well, but takes it herself with a nice play to begin the top of the 5th with a nice out.
Smokes this one to left center field. Baltzer can't make the catch, goes crashing through the fence. She's still down. So it'll be a ground rule double, I believe. Or I'm not sure if it was a home run or a ground rule double. Baltzer gets up and looks like she'll be okay.
Yeah, it looks like when she hit the fence, the ball went through it. So it will be a double, it looks like.
So we'll take one more look here. That was crushed by Amelia Russo.
Yeah, it looks like it just landed before the fence, and then once she ran into the wall, that is Baltzer out there. The ball went through the fence, so it'll be a double for Russo.
Yeah, and one thing to notice about St. Clair, Sierra Baltzer out there in center field, always giving 110%. We saw her crash into one of her teammates earlier here at Connorvale when St. Clair was down. And this time, you know, giving it all. She shows why she's a very good defender out there in center field. Guts up, smiling, laughing. She's okay, though.
Yeah, it looked like it would have one-hopped the fence if she never crashed into it, but
Umps are still talking about it to see if they had any better angles.
just come over here and we'll tell them.
Yeah, tell them, come over to the broadcast table. We have the replays of
Challenge
it.
it over here as we're going to get the slow-mo view of it.
Yeah, hit off the base of the fence, and it eventually bounced out. So we have the video replay if they really need it. We have it. It's on our screen. It's on the broadcast at home. So if any of you have the umpire's phone number, give them a call. Tell them to hit the base of the fence. I don't know really what else to tell you.
And I think Dwayne Bowles is just getting that explanation exactly from the umpire crew.
So it's a ground rule double for Amelia Russo. We saw it hit off the base of the fence right there.
And a good job by the umpiring crew coming together and making the right call. I mean, either way, they could have came to us and we would have gave them the correct call, but
get the VAR out here.
Yeah, but they do
Almost
a good
like
job
FIFA.
and come up with the right call either way. Russo will take the double, and that'll bring up Honfeld with a chance to drive in a run.
So the booming shot center by Amelia Russo. Trying to get one across here is Humber. Hanfeld ahead of that one, fouls it. But again, you know, got to credit. Defense is, well, it's key, and especially in games like this, trying to advance to the winners' finals to face off against the Durham Lords.
Durham waiting for the winner of this one. Mohawk gets the loser.
Not chasing that one is Hanfeld.
Hawks got to take advantage of this. Need a big hit from this bottom of the lineup. Try to flip it over.
Ground ball hit to Murphy. She'll take it, throw across, going to be in time. Runner does advance to third, so it'll be up to Megan Muir to try to cash in this run.
And Murphy made that one look easy with Russo running right across her at the same time as she was fielding the ball, still able to come up with it and make a nice throw, but it'll be Muir, like you said. It's going to need a base hit to score this run, one that the Hawks desperately need right now, down by 3.
Popped out of play. And I was close to making that one. Again, there's a fence in my way, so I can't, go running through it. Tried my best, though. So Megan Muir, number 5, pitcher yesterday in the lineup here as the designated player. Already behind here, Kressler. Big cut of the riser. So quickly down 0-2. Trying to get this run across. Here's the 0-2 from Kressler. Big cut, strike 3. So it's a big fly to center field, but that's really all that happens. Runner gets stranded, and this is the replay of the strikeout.
Yeah, Kressler gets ahead of Muir early and gets her swinging just behind Megan Muir, who gets to start here today as the designated player in for her contact ability, but can't put it in play there.
So again, it'll be the bottom then the top. Judy LaFleur leading things off. Shaylin Murphy, then Sierra Baltzer, who we just saw go crashing through the center field fence. Game moving along quickly. Already in the bottom half of the fifth. Humber trailing 4-1 to St. Clair, who has ridden the back of Amy Clayton in that big 3-run home run we saw in the third inning. Kind of similar stakes here.
The bottom of the order leading things off, so we'll see if Shade Hansen will pitch it a little bit differently than she did in the third.
Yeah, and LaFleur had a similar spot where she came up to begin the inning in the third and had a leadoff walk, and she was part of that 3-run home run for Clayton. Difference in the ball game.
Squares around a bunt, pulls it back, but it's called strike one regardless. Second pitch in there for strike two. So getting ahead early and quickly is Shade Hansen. Fouled off to left side, and this is what we saw LaFleur do her last at bat. Fell behind quickly and battled back, eventually walked. Trying to set her down here is Hansen. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball pulled through the hole on the right side for a base hit. So again, Judy LaFleur out of the number 9 spot does a great job to get on base and flip it back over to Shaylin Murphy.
Yeah, I mentioned it before. She's the number 9 hitter in this lineup, but if you looked at the stats, you wouldn't know it. Hitting .393 on the season, 24 hits, and she adds to her total there. And like you said, flips the lineup over to Murphy.
Yeah, the key things in baseball, softball, if you have a really good leadoff batter like St. Clair do, you also have a really good 9-hitter. It's an easy job to flip the order. In the dirt, bounces away. LaFleur takes off for second. Throw down, not going to be in time. It's a stolen base on, I guess you'll call that a pass ball or a wild pitch. Gets away from Michaela Tuck. In this game already, Shaylin Murphy, she singled, scored in the first, struck out swinging on a high riser her last time up. Third time through the order now here for Shade Hansen. Popped up to left field. Don't think anybody will have a chance at getting there, and they won't. So it's a long strike, number 1. Shaylin Murphy, 2 home runs, 29 RBIs. She can slug the ball. She's shown that all season. Here's 1-1. Ground ball hit to Veloci. Throw to first. Going to be in time by half a step. Great speed going down the line.
Yeah, nice stretch again by Hanfeld as well. But the speedy Murphy had to be quick. And a nice strong play there from Maurice Veloci. And 2 down keeps LaFleur at second, which is another big key. But Baltzer now at the plate already has a base hit in this game.
And it doesn't get easier here. Sierra Baltzer singled her last time up and came around to score on the 3-run homer. She's also homered before off Shade Hansen. This time, big swinging at the first pitch. She was revved up for the fastball. She has power in the bat. 6 home runs on the year. Was atop the OCAA, tied with her teammate, Brianna Kressler. Inside, but catching the corner.
Yeah, she got called out in the first inning off a similar inside pitch, so had a few words for that call for the umpire.
Quickly behind 0-2. Hansen trying to set down Baltzer. Here's the pitch. Grounder pulled foul. Oh, the ump almost had a fantastic foot save right there. Got to tip the cap right there. Great first step off the line. Takes some serious athleticism. 0-2 to the St. Clair center fielder. Here's the pitch. Missing high. 1-2 count. Hanson trying to hold off any more offense. Bottom 5, runner at second. Dangerous hitter on deck. Dangerous hitter in the hole. Jammed her. Pop over. Hanfeld. Foul ball and another life for Sierra Baltzer.
Yeah, tough play there for Melissa. Just going over to her left. Kind of got awkward with the glove there and just hopped out of her mitt. So Henson will have to
1-2
put
count.
another in there.
She's trying to get her with the riser twice, see if she goes back to that well or if she goes with an off-speed on the other half. Here's the pitch from Hanson. Grounder, hit shortstop. A lot of speed out of the box. She'll make it in time. And Sierra Baltzer, I mean, that's what we've seen all season long. A lot of speed going down the line.
Now batting for St. Clair.
Yeah, it was kind of an in-between hop to Velocci out at short. She had to settle back for it. And just that slight hesitation with Baltzer's speed, not going to throw her out. And we're going to get a meet on the mound here with first and second. And a similar situation that Amy Clayton was in her previous at-bat with a 3-run shot.
A little bit of deja vu here, partner. We saw this 2 innings ago. So just see, maybe there's a different game plan to try to attack Clayton. Because he can't walk her, because you got an even more dangerous hitter on deck in Brianna Kressler. And that, again, that's the scary part about this St. Clair lineup. They have 4 hitters that can just do damage.
And with Clayton, Zach, we saw it. She struggled against that high riser against Hanson in that at-bat. Swung out and missed on 2 of those pitches. But the power really comes below the knees or below the hip rather, for Clayton. And we saw the home run come on a pitch low and inside. So we'll see if Hanson and Humber decide to go back upstairs on Clayton.
Yeah, she got that pitch low inside and hit it on a frozen rope over the left field wall.
And they go back upstairs, and Clayton just behind, so she's having trouble getting up to that high riser.
Again, the rise ball, it's tough to get to it, especially if it's executed properly. We know Shade Hanson has that good pitch in her back pocket.
And Clayton hasn't really shown that she's willing to take off that pitch.
They go low inside again, just missing at the knees. She's been locating really, really well, and that one just missing inside. 1 out, 1-1 count. Designated hitter for the St. Clair Saints up to bat, low inside again. Again, you can't really avoid Clayton, and you kind of have to go after her because of who's behind her. Kressler, very dangerous as well. Here's the 2-1. Smoked to center field, down off the wall in a hop. 1 run's gonna score. Let's see if they send Baltzer. They do. Throw all the way home. Tag. They got her. Fantastic relay from left field to get the speedy Baltzer coming from second.
And the throw all the way from left field coming in. Riley DeVries. A big out, and Clayton comes up with a big double, scores a run, but DeVries able to cut off. Baltzer trying to score from first.
And we saw the speed. Thought she was coming from second. No, Baltzer was coming all the way from first and made it that close of a play, but fantastic throw from Riley DeVries, showing off the cannon.
Yeah, just didn't worry about the cutoff. Throws it all the way home. And that pitch, though, on Clayton just didn't get high enough. Stayed below the belt. And they're going to walk Brianna Kressler. Intentional walk with first base open, which will bring up Ashley Ventura.
And, yep, that makes sense. Brianna Kressler led the league in RBIs, 45.
Now batting for St. Clair, number 26, Ashley Ventura.
Bottom 5, 5-1 lead St. Clair. Again, Amy Clayton ripped a ball to center field. Another RBI, her 4th of the day. Ventura now to shortstop Veloci. She touches it but can't come up with it, so bases are loaded. but no run score.
Yeah, hard hit ball. Tough play for Valachi going to her right and on the backhand.
St. Clair, number 1, Olivia Peterson.
But Ventura will pick up the hit, and he'll pick up Peterson with 2 down.
Bases loaded. Saints threatening to score more. Can Hansen shut it down? First pitch here, swung on and missed for strike 1. So again, the format for this provincial championships, the loser of this will go and play the Mohawk Mountaineers in our game following. And then the winners, well, the Durham Lords, they are waiting to see who they'll face off against in our last match of the day. Saturday, tomorrow is the medal day. Peterson fouls it off. Behind here, 0-2. So there's a 2-out catcher rule, so Balzer will go on to run for Ventura, and that might be a little bit of a plus. You got a lot of speed back out there on the bases.
And the base hit could easily score 2.
Shot to Valachi, she makes the catch. Now I'll retire the side, but once again, Amy Clayton coming up big for her side. Hits a frozen rope to center field.
And it's a pitch here for Hansen that she wanted to get higher up. It stays in the zone, right down the middle, and you just can't do that to Clayton. One of the best hitters, if not the best in the league, and she's going to drive that pitch every time.
And then here's the throw from Riley DeVries. Look at this, frozen rope all the way to home, gets the speedy Balzer. And I mean, what a play from DeVries to cut down the extra run. There's another angle of it here. It takes a heavy bounce off the wall. DeVries picks it up and just lasers it home.
Yeah, doesn't worry about the cutoff, and knows she's got the arm and throws Balzer out at the plate. Saves a run, but the Saints add 1 to their lead and are in control here through 5.
Now the question is, can Humber answer back? They have the top of the order coming up. Shea Hilpert, Alexis Ferreira, and Reese Valachi will come up and face Brianna Kressler, who I guess it's safe to say has looked pretty dominant again against Humber. Has almost faced the minimum in every inning. There's been a couple where a home run was hit or a walk happened, but nonetheless, Kressler has been dominant on the mound for St. Clair, really limiting the damage of this Humber Hawks team. But now it's, can they answer back? Third time through the order is usually the scariest, partner.
And we'll see how they do fare coming for the third time through, and Hilpert start things off. It's a big opportunity for the Hawks to add on to this deficit that they face right now.
Back for Humber, number 3, Shea Hilpert.
Kressler, like you said, facing the minimum for most of the innings, has been dominant so far here. Other than that one mistake to Michaela Tuck, she really settled in nicely.
Hilpert, her third at-bat, struck out swinging and popped out to the shortstop in her first 2. Trying to change the outcome here. Bunts it to third base. Gets past the glove of Grandin. So take the favorable bounce right there for Humber. They get their leadoff batter on. And you have some dangerous hitters coming up. Alexis Ferreira, she's already made her presence known twice in this postseason.
Good job by Hilpert. Getting on base, do anything you can. Slaps one through the left side with a nice bunt. And now you have Ferreira. Still looking for her first hit of the game. Hawks only have 2 hits. They need one here.
Ferreira fouls this one off. And this is what we saw to Ferreira. She, in yesterday's game, the first 2 at-bats, she hit 2 hard ground balls, and then, well, she started elevating. And when she elevated, she hit them over the wall. 1 to right field, 1 to center. Good spot. Ball goes to the backstop. Hilpert will take off for second. So runner in scoring position for the best power hitter in program history. 16 home runs in her Humber Hawks career. Here's the pitch from Kressler. Fouls it on back.
And if you're Ferreira now, of course, you want to get a big shot, but team down by 4. Got to find a way to get on base, move Hilpert over. A chip away here against Kressler, who has looked dominant
1-2 count, gets to the backstop again, Hilpert. That's 2 easy bags for a speedy Shea Hilpert. So chance to score 1 here are the Hawks. Back-to-back pitches just going to the backstop there. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Ferreira. Out in front of that off-speed. Strike 3, and again, the mix-up of pitches, the deception on that breaking ball in the outer half, showing off.
Yeah, and that's really where Ferreira struggles when, at times, is with these off-speed pitches and sitting fastball gets caught out in front. And a big out there for Kressler.
Reese Velacci, the rookie, will step up. First pitch, high for a ball. She struck out swinging, reached via walk her last time, and last at bat, she worked it really good at bat. She was down quickly 0-2 and came back and battled back for a full count and eventually the walk. This time ahead 0-2 after the first 2 pitches.
You just got to chip away. Got to find a way to get on here. Base hit will score Hilpert. Trying to chip into this lead.
Try to get at least 1 back here. Here's the pitch, high again. Quick 3-0, gets all the way to left field, so that's going to be possibly a run, and it will be. Shea Hilpert slides across easily. So a little bit of a miscue by the backstop. Ashley Ventura.
Yeah, 2 wild pitches allows Hilpert to go around each bag, and then an error from the catcher Ashley Ventura allows Hilpert to score. And Hilpert showing why she's one of the best leadoff hitters in the league and shows off her speed. And now it's a 3-0 count to Velacci. And just like that, things can change very quickly as we'll have a meeting on the mound with the St. Clair infield.
So it's a 3-run lead again for St. Clair after the run comes across from some good base running by Shea Hilpert. 1 out though, and 3-0 to the Hawks shortstop, Reese Velacci. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Ball missing low, so 4-pitch walk, and Riley DeVries stepping back up to the dish.
And we're going to get a sub-Zach. DeVries heads off.
It'll be a pinch runner. Michaela Moore will come in to pinch run, get some more speed on the bases right there. We saw it last time up. The walk happened, then DeVries grounded into that double play, so they're going to try to avoid that here. More speed on the bases, possibly going to try to steal. We've seen Ashley Ventura have a pretty strong arm, though. So if Michaela Moore takes off for second, she needs to get in there. DeVries, though, dangerous. Maybe swinging first pitch. We'll see. Check swings. Throw to first. In there with a hair. I mean, great throw and a great tag.
Moore was leaning just a little bit extra. Almost costed her as check swing down. No swing. Moore's got to be careful. You don't want to run into a pickoff. That would probably be the worst thing you could do right now.
Got to be aware here when you're on the bases. Ventura has a quick snap throw. We've seen it already multiple times. Almost doing it again. You see how quickly she gets up with the ball. DeVries watches that one go by for strike 1, so evened up at 1-1. Riley hit a home run last game, dead center. When she elevates and drives the ball, it's when she's at her best. This time, pops it to second base, makes the catch, heads up base running by Michaela Moore.
A really nice grab over there at second from Olivia Peterson, and not much more can really do. If you go, you're kind of caught in no man's land, so just head back to first and not run yourself into a double play. So it'll be Tuck's job now.
The Hawks backstop. Michaela Tuck homered in her first plate appearance, grounded out to Shaylin Murphy on a nice play by Murphy. She hit the ball hard so far all day long. Second pitch missing. Another snap throw down to first. Not going to be in time. Leaning off that bag is Moore. Ventura has showed off the powerful arm behind home plate. Tuck not chasing there. Another snap throw down. 2-1 count.
I don't expect more to be running here with 2 outs, and Tuck, who already has a home run in the game, got to let her swing.
Pop fly, hit foul though. Quickly evened up here, 2-2. Kressler trying to get out of the inning with less damage in the ground. Nice block. Moore takes off for second. The throw beats her, but gets away from Murphy. So it's a stolen base off of what looked like a little bit of a miscue behind the plate by Ventura.
Yeah, if Murphy if she's able to come up with that ball, I think Moore gets thrown out, but Humber will take it. Tuck needs a base hit here.
Runner in scoring position, trying to capitalize here. Ball outside. And Michaela Tuck works another walk.
Now batting for Humber, number 12, Hannah Koziolek.
Koziolek has struggled a little bit as of late. Tough day yesterday at the plate. Still looking for her first hit of the day, but Zach. How big of a hit would this be if she can come up with one here?
Big moments for a staple point. She's been here 5 years. Hannah Koziolek stepping up. She's going to watch that one inside for ball 1. And you mentioned how big would it be? We see when Koziolek's at her best, she's driving the ball to the opposite field.
One swing could tie this game.
Ahead here, 1-0. Here's the pitch. Shot down the line, fair ball. 1 run, looks like it's going to score. Tuck rounding second and just gets off of it a little bit wide in a run down here. Nobody's covering second. Baltzer comes in. Heads up play by the center fielder on St. Clair to come in and cover on that rundown. Unfortunate break for Humber. 1 run does score, so they cut into the lead more, but that's just a little bit of a backbreaker right there.
Yeah, just a little too aggressive out there is Michaela Tuck. An out that you just can't run into. Koziolek finally gets a hit here in the postseason, comes up with a big one, but then you run into an out. This uncharacteristic base running by the Humber Hawks leads to a force out. But yeah, Hannah Koziolek able to still at least give the Hawks 1 run, still down by 2 though.
And it's unfortunate break for the Hawks, but on the side of St. Clair, you got to credit Baltzer. She saw nobody covering second base, runs in from center field, covers it. That's just heads up softball, tip of the cap to St. Clair's center fielder.
The Hawks, good job scrapping up.
Oh, look at it.
A nice hit from Koziolek, just right down the third base side. Coming around to score is Mora, and then just Tuck coming in. I think she obviously thought that throw was going to come in to score, and then a nice cover, like you said, from the center fielder.
Yeah, you saw her break in when she realized nobody was covering, and I mean, again, that's just a heads-up play by a really good player. Tuck, it looks like Tuck thought the throw might have been going to home and eventually went to the cutoff man. So this is what we have coming up here for the side of St. Clair. Julia Brusso and then Jacqueline Uchin, followed by Judy LaFleur, who's had herself a fantastic day in the number 9 spot. New pitcher in the game, Zoe Skugall. That'll end the day for Shade Hansen, who again pitched well, but you know, the top part of the St. Clair lineup, it's been devastating really all season long, and they showed it again here.
Yeah, she really dominated that bottom half of the lineup, other than Judy LaFleur, who reached twice, but it'll be up to Zoe Skugall to get the Hawks back in the dugout down by 2. It's much different being down by 2 than down by 3 or 4, so if she can put up a 0 in this inning, you give the offense a chance to tie the game in the 7th inning.
So like I mentioned, Julia Brusso will be stepping up. She reached once via drop third strike and grounded out her last time up. Skogall will try to make quick work here of the lineup. Get the sticks back for the 7th inning. First pitch in there for a strike. It's the bottom 3, then the top. If you want to get any 3 batters in order, these are the 3 that you want if you are Humber. Pitch in the dirt to the backstop. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Russo watches that one go by, so ahead in the count here. 1-2. Chops at it, hits it up the first baseline, and just tag her. So quick out number 1 for Skogall and the Hawks as they try to get these bottom 3 out here in order.
A nice play from Melissa Hanfeld, not worried about the bag, just take the base runner. She's had a good game defensively. Made some nice plays, a couple double plays been involved in.
Jacqueline Uchin now step up. First pitch swinging, looked like an off-speed pitch she just got out in front on. Leaning out in front a little bit, got to keep planted on that back foot. Second pitch in there, strike 2, so quickly behind 0-2. Here's the 0-2 to Uchin. Not biting at the low pitch, 1-2. Watches strike 3 go by, freezes her on the outside pitch. Nice job done by Zoe Skogall coming in here in the 6th.
Yeah, just perfect spot. Just so well to spot the outside corner. Gets a big out, but now you have LaFleur, who's reached twice, a walk and a hit. She's scored twice. You got to keep her off the base paths with Murphy looming on deck.
First pitch swinging right there, and so far coming into the game, Zoe Skogall has done a phenomenal job limiting these bats at the bottom. This is the biggest test, though, of the bottom half of the order. Judy LaFleur, like you were saying, she's flipped the order twice, and that's how St. Clair has really struck for their offense.
Yeah, this is a big moment here. If you can get her out, you go into the 7th down by 2. And you have Russo leading things off for the Hawks, who doubled in their last at-bat.
Missing outside. So again, working a great count here, 2-1. Got to tip your cap to Judy LaFleur. I mean, in the number 9 hole, she's doing her job to perfection right now. Missing outside low again, so hitter count 3-1.
It's not a bad pitch from Skogall. She's just missing on the outside part of the plate, and give credit to LaFleur. She's not chasing.
Yeah, not biting at anything on that outer half. Will Skogall come inside? Here's the pitch. Ground ball hit, second base. Russo takes it, flip to first in time, so 1-2-3 go the Saints. Last chance for the Hawks to strike across and get 2. We head to the top half of the 7th. It'll be like this. Amelia Russo, Melissa Hanfeld, and Megan Muir, the 3 due up for the side of Humber.
And Brandon Kressler still out looking for the complete game. And Russo, like you said, Zach, will lead things off. She had a good at-bat back in the 5th inning, had a double, and she'll look for something similar here to get the offense going.
Down by 2, last chance to tie the game.
Now batting for Humber, number 20, Amelia
Hawks scored
Russo.
2 in the 6th. They'll need another 2 to extend this game.
The toughest stretch will come in the 7th, but we'll get to that bridge when we cross it. Right now, Hawks need 2, like you're saying. First pitch from Kressler, fouled on to the backstop.
And the outfield right now for the St. Clair Saints playing deep. No doubles defense.
Tying run on deck. Pops this one over to the left side, but it'll drift out of play. So quickly ahead here, 0-2 is Kressler. That one in the dirt, missing. One and 2 count here to the Hawks. Second baseman. Russo trying to get on base, start off the inning right for her side. Here's the 1-2. Chases the riser for strike 3.
And just good pitching from Kressler, what she's done all day so far. And gets ahead of Russo, then the riser. Russo can't hold back.
And again, 5th strikeout of the day. She's looked poised right now, Kressler. She'll face first baseman Melissa Honfeld, who watches the first pitch go by for a ball. Inside missing, so 2-0. You see the frustrations on the mound. Brianna Kressler, she wanted that call. Been very animated, not afraid to get animated on the field. Is what we've been seeing so far this game. Here's the 2-0. Hit to left field, curling, and out of play, foul.
And just a tad ahead there for Melissa. Gotta stay back, but need to battle. Gotta find a way to get on. Hawks need a base runner if they're gonna tie this game.
Missing low, so hitters count here 3-1. For the Hawks, just get on base. Do whatever you can to do that. Here's the 3-1 from Kressler. Way out in front.
Yeah, she
way out in front.
Bailed out on that one. Sitting fastball, and Kressler crosses her up.
And again, just great deception right there on the breaker. We've seen it happen, I want to say 4 or 5 times so far today. Full count now to Melissa Honfeld. Big cut, strike 3. And you see fired up on the mound is number 13.
Big strikeout from 3-1. Gets Honfeld chasing and then gets her chasing on the riser. So it'll be up to Megan Muir to keep this game going. If not, the Hawks will find themselves in next game against Mohawk.
Trying to strike out the side, it looks like here is Kressler. First pitch strike. Quickly behind 0-2. Kressler gets her sign. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 3, and that'll do it for the ball game. Kressler strikes out the side. The St. Clair Saints take it with a final score of 5-3. And I mean, what a ball game it was. We've seen a little bit of everything.
Yeah, A big strikeout performance from Kressler. And the first one there to Russo. And then she gets Unfelt swinging at a good riser at the top of the strike zone. And then to finish off, Muir looking at the knees. So the St. Clair Saints will move on and face the Durham Lords in our nightcap. And now we'll have the Player of the Game Awards.
So we'll have the Player of the Game Awards announced right here. You can kind of take a guess who it's going to be going to for St. Clair. But we'll see if everybody else agrees with us.
Could go the Brianna Kressler. Well, she pitched very well, but it's going to most likely to Clayton.
Michaela Tuck.
And Michaela Tuck takes home the honors. Player of the game for Humber. The big home run, her first at-bat of the ball game. And a good game called behind the plate.
Player of the game from St. Clair is number 55, Amy Clayton.
And Amy Clayton, 4 RBIs on the day, will take home the honors. Really powered her side to the victory today. St. Clair, they will be taking on the Durham Lords later tonight. The last game of the day, and Humber, well, don't go anywhere. They'll be facing the Mohawk Mountaineers to see who advances to the medal day tomorrow. Players are just going to quickly shake hands or wait to shake hands. But again, that'll do it here for game number 4 at the OCAA Provincial Championships. St. Clair and Durham will take it off later tonight, and Humber, well, they'll get ready to match up against the Mohawk Mountaineers. From Zach Benoit and Kyle Dalton, stick around for more softball action.